Hi families and hello dancers. This is a different type of practice video. I get a lot of questions of how should we do our makeup for the show, how should we do our hair for the show, and in general, a lot of the dancers have been like, how do you do your makeup? I want to do it like that. So this is kind of like a tutorial, but it's on the heavier side because it is going to be show makeup. So for starters, you don't have to wear a lot of makeup. You don't have to pound it on like if you were under very harsh stage lights, just because this venue doesn't have those very harsh stage lights. But we do have it being recorded, and in order to show up on video, you want to make sure that some of your features are enhanced or a little bit like more visible resolution wise. So I'm just going to cover that. This is not like you should do this step by step. This is exactly what you should do. Don't do it any other way. This is just how I personally do it because over the years, I've been doing this for a very long time. This is what works for me. This is what I use that works for me. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do, where's my hair tie? Is I'm going to pull back my hair. It is wet. I did just take a shower, but I am going to pull it back so I don't have to worry about it in my face. Now I can see more of what I'm working with. Okay. Cool. All right, so the first thing that I always do, I already did this, I might do a little bit more when I get out of the shower or I clean my face, is I moisturize. So this is what I use to moisturize. It's the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors Plus. Oh, I used to know what that meant, but it's HA, it's an abbreviation. I live by this, and it has really helped keep my skin balanced. So that's one thing. So I already did this, so I'm not going to put that on. Also, if you see me looking over to the side when I put something on, I have a mirror here, so I'm not like up in the camera or poking myself in the eye, guessing. All right, so after that, you have to prime your face. Just because if you ever wear eyeshadow or eyeliner, mascara, or powder products on your face and it falls off easily, it's because it's not primed. Prime is basically like, I don't want to say glue because that puts a really gross picture, but kind of to keep your makeup there. So I've used a couple different ones throughout the years. The first one that I have used is by Ulta. Hydrating face primer. It's blue packaging. My favorite one I have a very hard time finding, and I don't think they make it anymore, but I think it was called Coconut Water Hydration, and I loved that one. It smelled good. It helped my skin stay hydrated, and it's the same exact packaging, but it was orange. So that's one thing that you could do, and that's just like a cream. But the one I am going to use is this one. I love this one because of its convenience factor. It's like a balm, so you can rub it on your face. Most of my products are e.l.f. based because affordability, and they're very good quality products. So what I do is I'm going to push out a little bit, and I want to get my whole face. So if you were using the cream, you would pat it on or with the brush, but I'm also very prone. I use my fingers for a lot of my face makeup, which is fine too. You just have to make sure that it's clean. Okay. So you don't have to rub it in, but if you do have the cream, make sure it's evenly dispersed. The next thing I use is foundation. I've only really used e.l.f. Again, affordability, quality of product. So you can find these in stores. You can definitely find the primer, the Ulta primer in Ulta, and I think Target, Walmart, I think I've seen it recently in Ulta for the balm. I use these two. Okay, so let's start with this one. This one is your basic packaging, basic formula. They've had this around for a very long time. Because I have very light skin, it's kind of funny, I use 130 Snow. It is darker than the next one I'm going to be using. So what I do is I take a little pump on my finger. Okay. And I'm going to put like an outline on the side of my face to really create that frame. I don't think I put enough on. No, I definitely did that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna blend it in completely. The reason I do that, like I said, it's darker than the other one I'm gonna use, so it frames. The next one, this is amazing. It is $14. The other one I think is either $4 or $7. This is $14, and you're like, that's really tiny for $14. No, I've used this for 3 months now, so, which I should get a new one because makeup does expire. So for this one, I love it. Number one, because it's full coverage. Number two, because it has SPF. I had a summer job where I was mainly outside, and I used this on my face and I didn't burn once. Okay, so. And number three, just because I love it. It covers everything. Okay, so one small, oh, my iPad's like freaking out. Okay. Okay, one small pump, and then I'm gonna put this on the inside of my face. Fun fact, I've done this countless times. If you're ever covering up a pimple, say for this one, you wanna use your finger, because if you use a brush, it takes away the product, and then it's a very endless cycle of having to reapply. So I'm just going to blend those two colors together. And yes, I could find the shade that's in the middle, probably in the Camo Cream, but this is the products I use. And it's funny because you can actually kind of smell the sunscreen in this, or the SPF, but it's nothing like too major. And you just saw me use it on my eyes, so it does not hurt. Okay, and I am gonna look into the mirror for my forehead. Okay. I still look a little red right there. And I am gonna put a little bit more on that red area. This is called the T-zone, because it's like a T. Okay. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push it in with a brush. Okay, so let me just set that back up. But very important, make sure your brushes are clean. I don't clean them often, usually like once or twice a month, but what I do is I take a tissue and my brush and I just get the excess product off. And this isn't going to get it all off, but it's going to get like a good amount in like the past couple days. And if you do this every day, then cleaning them afterwards is not going to be such a pain in the behind. Okay, so I'm just going to push this in. I'm not going to go around where I covered up the pimple because, like I said, it's going to take away product from it. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is bronzer. So I don't use this one a lot unless I am in shows. But what I do is I usually, like day to day, I will use one by Sephora. They have an old palette with different like bronzers in it, but we're gonna use this one because it's portable and you can definitely find this in stores. Any bronzer will do. There's liquid, cream, I use powder. So it's by this brand. This is a free birthday gift at Ulta and I still have it. It even says like it's your birthday. So I'm just gonna take a little bit and then I'm going to push, push, push. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just going to push it in. And I really try to blend into the hairline. This side is not blending, so it doesn't look like, I mean, obviously it looks not natural because it's heavier. I notice how I'm not doing my full face, I'm just doing like the outline. Because again, makeup is not used to like change per se all the time. Most of the time it's just used to enhance your features. Okay. And you can see the more I put on, the more you can really see the outline of my face. So I think I'm going to stop there. But obviously, a good way to test out if you have enough, get a mirror, go into a very bright light, like an LED light, and see if your face looks different than what it would be without makeup. Just going to... Okay. The next thing I'm going to do for my face is blush. There's cream blushes and powder blushes. Again, I use powder. Sephora is good. Ulta's good. I'm sure like the stuff you can find at like CVS and Rite Aid and Weiss's and stuff is good. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use Tarte. This is a free birthday gift. Normally I would never spend the amount of money that they would charge for this. But they do have quality products. I do have to say that. I do love their stuff. Okay, you can see it's barely used because I don't use blush unless I'm going on stage. So I'm just going to get a little bit. And I'm going to start here. You want to start at the start of your cheekbone. Well, actually the start's like down here, but like right here. And go up. You want to lift. You don't ever want to do like a straight line or down because then it drags your face, where if you go up, you get that lifting effect. So we're going to push, and I'm just going to go in, and I'm going to push it in. And notice how I'm not like, I'm pushing it in. You also get more product off that way. Okay, and then this side. And see how I'm going upward. Trying to fill in the middle, I don't know what happened there. Okay. Then what I do is highlighter. So Sephora highlighters are really, really good. I haven't really tried anything else. Because once I find a product that works for me, I stop looking. Okay. But for this purpose, I'm going to use this one. This one is an online only product, but I love her stuff and it's amazing. The collection is Michaela by Glamite. She came from TikTok and her makeup looks are outstanding, but I'm going to use this one. So you want like a highlighter that kind of matches your skin tone. You don't want too light, too dark, because you already put the bronzer and the blush on. So you don't want too dark, too light will wash you out and make you look like, you know, and you don't want that. Also, never overdo highlighter. Yes, it's awesome to shine and sparkle, but sometimes there is such thing as too much. And I'm going to be the first one to tell you, when I first started doing my full face, I did put too much highlighter on because I loved the shimmer. Still do, but. So I'm going to do this two ways. You can either use your standard brush and go here. Ooh. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm only going to go above like right on the cheekbone. And again, you want to push in. You can kind of see that shimmer. Okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose. I don't know why. The next thing you can do, if you have it, a fan brush. Just cleaning it off really quick. Take it a little bit. You want to make sure to get it on the top. And this is very good to have when you're doing the top of like a cheekbone or something. So do another one. Okay. You can't really see it that well. You can also use your finger too and just like, but make sure you even that out. Yeah, you can kind of see it right there, right there. You can put some like around here, but this is where I break out the most, as you can see. So I don't like to put any extra shine there. Okay, so that is it for the face. You can stop here and just leave it like that or put on mascara, but I'm going to make, the next video is going to be for your eyes. So I hope you enjoyed this and it was nice and relaxing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.